Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Great news! The Ukrainians came clean and they stopped, I would say, lying regarding the so-called Russian grain Black Sea blockade. I made a video on the 5th of September. I'm going to show you right here, that one on top, where I was talking about an article provided by the Ukrainians where they were bragging about a metallurgical ship broke the blockade, the Russian blockade in the Black Sea. And I explained over there and I called them out. I said, this is not a blockade. There's no blockade. That's a lie. It's not a blockade. And you can go and watch this video. And I said, what Russian Black Sea blockade? What are you talking about? Delusional weasel brags about breaching, let me show here, breaching Russian Black Sea. And guess what? I based it on these articles. Cargo ships, this is 5th of September. Cargo ships with Ukrainian metallurgical products breach Russia's Black Sea blockade. You see blockade? Coming from the New Voice of Ukraine on the 5th. And before that, another fanfare. Israeli cargo vessel breaches Russian blockade in the Black Sea. Fanfare, July 31st. All right, so they called about the blockade there, blockade here, and today Russian Navy does not block ships in Black Sea, but resorts to tricks. So they don't want to come clean and say, you know what, we lied, like here and like here, both New Voice of Ukraine and the New Voice of Ukraine, and they come with Ukrainska Pravda. It's the same, it's just a different name, you know. Then now they come clean on the 8th of September. And remember, my little thing was on the 5th of September after this bullshit right here. So, you know, my friends, I'm glad at least that they come and they make it a little bit milder, the lie. But it is a lie. It was obvious it was a lie. The Russians never said and they never implemented a blockade. They made it to show that it's a blockade, people can receive. No, the Russians that I mentioned in this, I made a point in this, let me just show you, video. I want to make sure I got it nicely for you. Here it is. In this video right here, I explained what the Russians said they will do in the Black Sea and what they did. They never said we're going to block anything from coming to the Ukrainian ports or leaving the Ukrainian ports. That's a blockade. I don't allow anything to come in. I blockade a port. Cannot come in. Never. They said, just to make it very, very short summary, we will get the right, because we're strong, we will stop any vessel, that we might suspect carries military equipment, weapons, ammunition. We're going to stop it, inspect it, and let it go. Never, we're not going to let anybody. No, it was never like that. We're going to inspect it for military cargo. That's what they said. So my friends, again, here you have them. I made it on 5th, on the 8th they come. Actually, it was not a blockade, but it was shenanigans. Shenanigans or not shenanigans, there's a different story. It's a different term for shenanigans and blockade. Two different. You can say, well, blockade is a shenanigan, but you know they call it differently. I call it shenanigan. What the hell they call it? Tricks. It's tricks. You're a trickster, man. It's a difference between tricks and blockade, my friends. But hey, why do I care? I care about the truth, my friends. I want them to tell the truth, but I also understand them. They're at war, at other people's payroll, and they say whatever they need to say. And the Russians do the same thing. Don't worry about that. And these guys are the master blaster right here. I remember when I used to speak with a certain person who worked in a certain department while I was living in Romania. And he said, man, the Americans lie the most, man. I said, what are you talking about? The communists lie the most. I said, no, the Americans, their mass media lies the most. I got United States of America, and I have to agree that the Americans are experts. Now, it doesn't mean that they are the only experts. I'm talking about the media of the free world, and the US government, because he was also talking about the US government. This guy is lying, man, more than everybody else. Well, I got here and I went around the block in the United States of America and I said, well, we know they're number one. Not the only ones number one, but they are right on it, because sometimes you share, and you're number one, but you're number one together with these guys, and these guys. And then you come second tier, third tier, and so on. The communists were low. The communists were lying, but they were lying in a very low IQ way. And not in rude. These guys use, tricks, a little bit of psychological tricks. That's just to use their term right here. But they don't have to go too deep, because it seems like the population or the strata of the population they target, the segment, works just fine as it worked in Romania. The dumbasses will fall for it. Level. That's why inform yourselves from as many angles as possible. And then these guys cannot sell you any kind of garbage, unprovoked war, blockade, and things like this, okay? I know you do, because you are here in a minute, what minute? 8, and you minute 8? Old. 6, Jesus, okay, minute 7, and you're still with me. You either like what I'm saying, or you hate what I'm saying, and you're like, okay, what the fuck? I don't care, my friends. Thank you very much. I mean, I care for the ones that I help, and I hope nothing that I said here is a lie. Just put it this way, nothing. And you can point out, just check and verify. And if you want to see who's lying, just see how we were lied about the Iraq war, for instance, or the bombardment of Yugoslavia. And who were those? The free world. So if that was not a big fucking lie, who lied more than that? You tell me. Who, the Germans? Goebbels? Really? The Russians? The Soviets? Rudimentar. Low level. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.